Madridistas, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I wish I was coming at you guys with better news, but unfortunately, it's heartbreak for all of us. Real Madrid falls 3-2 to Barcelona in the Copa del Rey Final after extra time got dogged. And let me tell you, this one really hurts. We fought, we clawed, but in the end, it just wasn't enough. In today's video, I'm going to break down the match, talk about what went wrong, highlight some players, and of course, give you my raw, unfiltered reaction as an honest Madrid fan who lives for this club. Let's dive straight into it. In the first half, from the kickoff, it felt like Barcelona wanted it more. They controlled the ball, pressed high, and looked hungry. Honestly, I felt like Madrid started slow, almost too cautious. And it cost us. Pedri's goal in the 28th minute was a stunner, no doubt. But where was the intensity? Where was the energy? In finals like these, you can't afford to start in second gear. Our midfield trio were reliable today, not gonna lie, but in the first half they looked overwhelmed. They struggled to dictate the tempo early. It allowed Barca to get comfortable, and once they smelled blood, they went for it. It wasn't until the second half that we finally woke up, and by then, we were already chasing. A Real Madrid team chasing the game is dangerous, but it's risky, and in a final against Barcelona, that's asking for trouble. We have to give credit to Carlo for the subs though. Arda and Modric were good subs apart from Modric's mistake in the end. The first half performance, honestly, it was disappointing. We had just one shot on target, if I'm correct. Finals are about making statements early, and sadly, we didn't do that tonight. Mbappe's moment, a spark of hope. Kylian Mbappe, the man, the myth, the savior ... or at least he tried to be. When he came on and scored that stunning free kick to equalize, you could feel the shift. It wasn't just a goal, it was a statement. His very first free kick goal ever, and what a moment to deliver it. Mbappe injected belief back into the team. Suddenly we were pressing higher, moving faster, and you could see Barca starting to panic a little. And just minutes later, Tchouaméni heads us into the lead with the beautiful corner kick from Arda Güler. He definitely needs to be starting games for us. At that point, I genuinely believed we had it. I thought the Copa was ours to lose. But football is cruel. You need to manage those emotional highs, especially against Barcelona. After Mbappe's goal, we lost our shape, got too excited, and left ourselves vulnerable. As good as Mbappe was, this was a moment where the team needed calm heads, and unfortunately, we didn't have enough of those tonight. Defensive mistakes cost us again. I'm sorry, but this needs to be said. Our defense let us down. Yeah, they all did their best. I think Frank Garcia did decent done. I expected after Mendy going down with an injury. After going up to the 1, you have to close out the game. No excuses. But what happens? We let Ferran Torres slip through and score a scrappy goal to make it to the 2. That simply cannot happen at this level, especially not in a final. I think Rudiger could have done better on that one. At least try blocking the shot with a slide. Hey, easier said than done. The second half was actually one of the best halves we've had this whole season. We kept pressing and trying to find the back of the net. I think the refs missed a couple calls for both teams. The Ceballos and Rudiger tackles were reckless. Could have gone worse for us. Rafinha dived though. That was a right call. But still the ref could have been better. And then, extra time, absolute heartbreak. Jules Koundé scores after a ridiculous defensive mix-up by Luka and Brahim. Honestly, it was embarrassing. How do you let that happen with 5 minutes left in extra time? I think they're experienced enough to look rattled. Poor communication, poor positioning, and zero urgency. It felt like once the momentum swung back to Barca, we just mentally collapsed. If Real Madrid wants to keep competing at the highest level, this defense needs serious fixing. Winning teams are built on solid foundations, and tonight proved we are shaky at the back when it matters most. Lucas was struggling as usual, so Carlo had to sub him off. Asensio was good, kept Rafinha quiet. Jude and Tchouaméni did great. Valverde was amazing as always, probably the best one today. Vini needs to be making better decisions in the final third. He didn't deliver as expected. Rodrigo non-existent as always. Mbappe did what he could, just wasn't enough. Endrick needs to time his runs better, more room for improvement. Brahim was alright. He had one good chance, which he should have scored, but unfortunately he couldn't. That was disappointing. Now, Ancelotti's tactical gamble, success or failure? Let's talk about Ancelotti for a second. Carlo's a legend, no debate. But today, his tactics were questionable. Starting without a natural striker and packing the midfield sounded smart to control possession, but it left us toothless in attack early on. When you have a player like Mbappe, why not start him? I get the idea of using him as an impact sub, but this is a final. You don't gamble in finals. Also, bringing on Modric so late. It felt reactive instead of proactive. When Barca adjusted, we didn't react quickly enough. By the time we made changes, already had momentum. And after we went to the one-up, why not park the bus a little? Bring on an extra defender. Close the shop. Ancelotti has given us countless incredible memories, but tonight his decisions were part of why we lost. Tough love, but it's the truth. He needs to go at the end of the season, man. I'm just tired of these performances week in, week out. Looking ahead, what now for Madrid? As gutting as this loss is, we can't dwell too long. La Liga is still within reach, even though I have zero hopes for it. This team has resilience. We've proven that time and time again. We need to channel this pain, learn from these mistakes, and use it as fuel moving forward. The young core, Camavinga, Tchouaméni, Vini Jr., Rodrigo, they're only going to grow. And with Mbappe now fully integrated into the squad, the future is still bright. This loss sucks. No way around it. Losing to Barcelona hurts even more, especially in a cup final. But Real Madrid always responds. That's who we are. I expect a ruthless summer. A few big signings. Maybe some departures too. Defense needs reinforcements. No doubt about that. For now, let's back the team. Stay united and trust in our DNA. Fight till the end. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Painful night for us Madridistas, but it's part of the journey. We win together, we lose together, and trust me, we'll rise again. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the final, who impressed you, who disappointed you, and what changes you want to see this summer. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button. It really helps the channel. Drop your thoughts down below. I'm reading every comment. And if you're proud to be a Madridista no matter what, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the family. We'll be back stronger. Hala Madrid y nada más.